WCBI News at 6 starts now.
Good evening, everyone. Columbus police make an arrest in a deadly shooting.
18-year-old Shaquavius White of West Point is charged with manslaughter. Law enforcement arrested White in Clay County. He's being held without bond in the Lowndes County Jail. A preliminary hearing is scheduled early next week. Lowndes County Coroner Greg Merchant says 18-year-old Xavier Dora died in surgery at Baptist Golden Triangle. Merchant says an autopsy will be ordered. Another victim, whose name has not been released, sustained non-life-threatening injuries in that shooting. This incident happened in an abandoned house near the intersection of 17th Street and 5th Avenue South around 4:30 yesterday afternoon. Columbus Police Chief Fred Shelton says police are still trying to piece together exactly what happened. Shelton also says the investigation is in its early stage.
In a random shooting, there were at least 5 people in the house. They knew each other, and again, they were up to some type of illegal activity when an argument broke out and then shooting began.
The shooting remains under investigation. If you have any information on the case, call Golden Triangle Crime Stoppers.
The death of a woman in Chickasaw County is now being investigated as a homicide. Coroner Michael Fowler says 42-year-old Titilayo Smith was found dead Tuesday afternoon. Investigators say a passerby found Smith in a Monroe Avenue yard in Okolona. The preliminary autopsy results are not being released at this time.
A Central Mississippi deputy shot during a high-speed and hostage situation in September returns home today. Brad Sullivan was escorted home this morning by a police motorcade. Family, friends, and supporters welcome him back to his Flora home. The Madison County deputy was released from a Jackson hospital. Sullivan is a Winston County native, but he lives in Madison County. Edgar Ebert was arrested in the shooting incident where he was also injured.
Now breaking news out of Pickens County, Alabama tonight. First responders on the scene of a horrific car crash.
Our Scott Martin is on the scene. He joins us now live with the latest. Scott, what can you know so far?
Joey and Andrea, it's absolutely a horrific scene out here. I just spoke with an Alabama trooper a while ago. He told me that there are 3 people confirmed dead. 2 other people have been flown to an area hospital. Now, this is just across the Alabama-Mississippi state line there at Pickens County and Noxubee County. In Mississippi, it's Highway 14. It then turns into Highway 32 in Alabama. That is where this crash has happened right now. Traffic is a little bit backed up coming from Mississippi on this side. Now, we understand, again, 2 people have been flown to an area hospital. Again, 3 others confirmed dead. We're waiting on the troopers, the PIO for the Alabama troopers to come out here and give us some more information. We'll be out here covering it and bringing the very latest. We're live in Alabama. Scott Martin,
All right, Scott, appreciate the information right there. Our Alpha Insurance camera in downtown Columbus today, as we turn our attention to weather, shows that we do have increasing cloud cover across our region on our Friday. As expected, not nearly as nice of a day, but temperatures were in the mid-50s today, currently down into the 40s, mid to upper 40s in many spots. Starkville already down to 43. So 40s for this evening, mostly cloudy conditions. The wind is fairly light out there. Not as cold tonight. More than we have upper 30s to around 40 degrees versus those 20s. And look at this big system that will get going this weekend. We will have some rain showers around here tomorrow. The heaviest rain, I think, will come in tomorrow night and Sunday. So have the umbrella on standby here as we start the weekend. Highs around 50. We are going to transition back to sun just in time for Christmas. More on that coming up.
Lottery sales continue to grow across the state. Data from the Mississippi Lottery Corporation shows Lee County had the 4th highest number of total sales in the state after 2 weeks of being on sale. Lowndes County was 7th in Mississippi, and Oktibbeha County finished in the top 15. Those were the highest selling counties in the WCBI viewing area. In total sales, Mississippians bought more than $17 million worth of lottery tickets in just a few weeks.
We have had so much excitement from players all over the state. Mississippi has really made us proud. We knew people were ready and excited to play, but we really did not have any idea just how excited they are.
In our area, Choctaw County had the fewest total sales in the first 2 weeks. Several new games were also unveiled last week.
Well, who says money doesn't grow on trees? Mississippi's forestry industry could see some growth to end 2019. Forestry is the state's second highest producing agricultural commodity, with a production value of $1.1 billion. Experts say the timber that has been harvested and delivered has declined since 2015. They believe numbers will remain steady or slightly increase by the end of this year. Final figures will be available in February. Mississippi State researchers believe sale prices for timber should remain neutral. 63% of Mississippi's land is covered in forests.
The wheels of progress could soon be moving down Blackjack Road in Oktibbeha County. The county road runs adjacent to Mississippi State University. Originally built as a farm to market road, it is now home to large apartment complexes and carries thousands of cars each day. That is creating erosion and potholes. Approval for property easements is final, and now the Oktibbeha County Board of Supervisors has closed advertising for repair bids. They hope to award a contract in early February. District 5 Supervisor Joe Williams says a lot of work and planning has gone into this much-needed project.
I'm really excited. I tell you, we receive phone calls all the time about when we're going to repair the Blackjack Road there. So now this is the answer to a lot of people's question. When we're going to get started and when we're going to get the project finished.
Williams says the price tag is estimated at more than $7 million. Money for the project is coming from Oktibbeha County, MSU, and the state of Mississippi.
The Mississippi Highway Patrol reminding drivers to be extra cautious as you get ready for your holiday travel. With more people expected to hit the roads to go celebrate the holiday, troopers are encouraging you to stay alert. Now you can expect more patrols and safety checkpoints in various locations. This is just the MHP's way of making sure you have a safe holiday. Sergeant Derek Beckham says District 5 had one fatal crash last year, and that's too many.
We kind of take it personal in wanting everyone to be home, have a safe holiday, and enjoy family and good times with friends. But it's just so important to be mindful of what you're doing out there on the highway.
And just a reminder for you, the holiday enforcement period runs through the New Year holiday.
The countdown to Christmas is on, and the lines of last-minute shoppers are long.
That is right. Some folks right here in our building will be in the line shortly. There's no need to panic. If you're still looking, though, for the perfect gift, your Christmas solution could be closer than you think. Our Stephanie Poole joins us in the studio with some advice for you. Stephanie.
Yes, it's common to wait until the final week before Christmas to start crossing off your shopping list. That's why local stores are making sure you have everything you need on Christmas morning. It's no longer a matter of weeks. Christmas is days away. While some have powered through their shopping list, others are still on the hunt for those last-minute gifts.
I'm usually done by Thanksgiving, and I'm panicking because I'm not ready for Christmas next week.
Tina Schultes wants to make sure her family wakes up with gifts under the tree. That's why she comes to Park Place Boutique and Salon in downtown Columbus.
They have stuff for children, they have stuff for men, they have stuff for women, they have pottery, they have gifts, they have wonderful ornaments.
Schultes isn't alone. Taylor McLemore says there has been a steady stream of customers in the Christmas home stretch.
Well, we haven't been able to sit down at all, so we've been going constant all day long, either wrapping or helping someone.
We're going to have sales usually daily up until Christmas, all the way from 20% off. We have half off items.
And Park Place is offering special discounts to help stuff your stockings.
We have prices starting at $5. We have gifts under $20. We carry Natural Life that we have in stock, which are really good happies for your friends. Gift cards are always a good option if you don't know what you're looking for and want them to pick it out on their own.
Not only can you find your last-minute Christmas gifts here, they also offer free gift wrapping.
You can just come in and get something for everybody.
Park Place is extending their hours from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. leading up to Christmas Day.
Still plenty of time. Y'all don't worry about it.
Absolutely.
Some of Santa's elves are wearing blue this year instead of red and green.
We find out who's giving St. Nick a hand this weekend before Christmas.
watching WCBI News at 6 with Andrea Self and Joey Barnes.
West Point police are helping Santa this year. Local children can receive gifts this weekend from their law enforcement officers. Police are still taking donations. A collection box is located at the West Point Police Department. It's first come, first serve. Children must have a parent or guardian with them. Families may get in line Saturday at the police department beginning at 9 a.m. Captain Virginia Rich says this is just part of the work officers do in the community throughout the year.
As you know, as law enforcement officers, we come into contact with children throughout the year that we see that are in need for things, and during the holiday season, we think it's important. If we can brighten a child's day or their holidays, we think that's important. We think that's important too for our relationship with children. We want them to grow up to be productive citizens.
And we also hear that Santa Claus is expected to make an appearance and will be available for pictures with the children.
Well, the votes are in, and the city of Houston is a winner. The city was one of 30 small cities competing for grants from the Levitt Foundation to host a series of concerts. After an online vote, 20 grants were awarded. Houston will receive $25,000 to stage 10 shows in the Levitt Amp Music Series at Legion State Park. The Chickasaw Development Foundation and Potter's House will organize and schedule the concerts. That should be a lot of fun.
That is, and congratulations. I know they were really asking people to go online and vote.
And they did. They responded.
And outdoor concerts this weekend,
not
a good idea. Especially Sunday. We do have some wet weather coming our way. Probably tomorrow afternoon in the form of showers and a steadier rain on Sunday. A bit of a raw, nasty day, but we'll clear it out just in time for the holiday. For forecast.
WCBI First Alert AccuWeather Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Keith Gibson.
So nice to see you on our Friday evening as we check things out here. Earlier today, our Vernon camera at Durham's Pharmacy shows the increased cloud cover. The last 2 days, basically wall-to-wall sunshine. Today, not bad. We had some sunshine, a little bit warmer even with the clouds coming on in. If you're heading out for tomorrow, we start out at 9 o'clock, 45 degrees, getting back into the low 50s, I think. But shower chances going on up, especially after the lunch hour into the afternoon and evening. Here's our live radar. We have no rain in our neck of the woods, but we will be watching that light up as we go throughout the course of the weekend. Showers already budding down to our southwest. Some of this is just staying in the clouds, so don't really expect a lot of rain until about 24 hours from now. This system is going to be a whopper, if you will, a big old rainstorm moving on down through the southeast. No real chance for thunder around here. That's certainly good news, but a pretty good soaking across parts of the region here during the course of the weekend. Anywhere from a quarter of an inch to maybe 2 to 3 inches or more. The highest total is probably south and east, much lower amounts back closer to the Tennessee state line. But this is the way it's looking to be, especially as we get into Sunday. So let's time it out with Futurecast. You can see the cloud cover tonight and tomorrow morning. Into the afternoon, still mostly cloudy. By mid to late afternoon, the showers start to develop around here, and those will stay with us tomorrow night. Sunday morning for church services, yes, indeed, we'll have some rain around. And as we get into your Sunday afternoon, notice how we'll just explode some of these steadier showers and carry it over into our Sunday evening and Sunday night as the system just spirals around the region here. And these little rain bands will really add on up if you get underneath one of them. So just plan accordingly. A bit of a raw day on Sunday. Temperatures right now in the 40s across most of the deep south. Overnight low should be in the upper 30s, mostly cloudy. The wind is light tonight. And your forecast for tomorrow, upper 40s to low 50s. Let's just ballpark it somewhere around 50 or the low 50s in many spots here. Mostly cloudy across the north tomorrow. The better rain chances, at least initially, across the southern one half of the area. So if you're traveling to Tupelo, Memphis, probably not a lot of rain tomorrow, but in the Golden Triangle area and points south, a better chance for some of these showers developing here. So widespread 50s across Mississippi and Alabama for our Saturday as we start out the weekend. As I mentioned, Sunday, a bit of a raw day, areas of rain, some of which could be locally heavy. Highs only around 50. Andrea, there's that black cloud. Look at it Sunday.
But you're also flossing Santa,
yes.
so I'm okay with it.
So we're balancing things out.
Yes.
This weekend a bit wet, that nasty black cloud, and then by Tuesday, Wednesday, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, great weather here, mid to upper 60s, about 15 degrees above average here for the holiday this year. And no weather worries for Christmas this year.
Good. So I could just stay home Sunday under the black cloud and just bake and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be a great day to bake and do
Make
all
me feel
those
better.
last-second holiday chores around the house.
Yep.
Yeah, otherwise get an umbrella.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot, Keith. Well, as the old saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That thought is a driving policy at North Mississippi Medical Center. NMC, Tupelo, and the Women's Hospital are putting flu precautions in place to protect patients. Officials are asking patients' family and friends to limit visits during this time. They're also advising anyone who has had flu-like symptoms not to visit the hospital until they have been symptom-free for at least 7 days. NMMC also recommends any of their employees who have not had the flu shot wear masks during the flu season. Peak flu season, you may ask, is usually between now and February.
The hospital's very nice way of saying, please don't come here if you're sick unless you need care. All right, Christmas comes early for a local football team. Some holiday cheer for you, plus our Defensive Player of the Year next in sports.
WCBI Sports with Tom Ebel is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Go further.
As SEC play approaches for the Ole Miss Rebels, Kermit Davis is looking for some of the younger guys to step up. Since the injury to Luis Rodriguez, the one name Davis says the Rebels will need is West Point native Austin Crowley. Davis says because of his size and ability, the Rebels will need the freshman to improve his physicality, with conference play a little more than a week away.
He's the one guy that's going to have to go back and try to rebound the ball. And, I mean, you start in this SEC and even, whether it's Saturday, whatever, there's a lot of physical small forward, two guards that he's going to have to match up with.
Coach Herman's going to be hard 24/7. He wants me to be the best player I can be. And when we went down, it wasn't more of pressure. It was just more of a thing of myself. I know I had to step up. Blake was encouraging me, Bree and them, everyone was encouraging me. All the coaching staff was encouraging me. But, it wasn't much pressure. I really don't try to put pressure on myself. I just go out there and play the game.
Crowley and Ole Miss will take on Southeastern Louisiana tomorrow in Jackson. The final night of honoring the best of the best from the 2019 high school football season. Saving the toughest decision for last, the Defensive Player of the Year. When looking over the stats, it really came down to someone who stood out. The leading sack man for the WCBI viewing area takes home the honor. Number 40 for Houston seemed to always find himself in the backfield. It's Rish Alford, our Defensive Player of the Year, third in the entire state of Mississippi with 18 sacks this year, 97 total tackles, 35 of them for a loss. Almost half of Rish's stops coming from behind the line of scrimmage, along with 4 forced fumbles. Rish's big season capped off an impressive career with the Hilltoppers, 56 career stats. Taking a look at the nominees for this list, it's impossible coming up with 8 guys and having to pick one. Baldwin's Jacoby Williams, Louisville's Christian Hopkins, Noxubee County defensive tackle Trevorce Hatcher, Rish is our Player of the Year, West Point's Tyron Orr, Starkville's Jalen Ware, Corinth linebacker Carter Bonds, and Starkville Academy's linebacker Matt Miller, all fantastic nominees. You can also go over to our website, WCBI.com, for our all end zone teams for the 2019 season. Take a look at the Joe Horn Classic in Columbus. This game is in the books. Heritage Academy defeating 6A out of Alabama Minor, 52-46. And Columbus girls taking on Minor out of Alabama as well. We'll have highlights of those games coming up at 10. That Columbus game should be coming to a close here. The Lady Falcons were up big in the third quarter. 6:30, Horn Lake versus Pinson Valley. And the Columbus Falcons boys team is the nightcap taking on Greenville out of Alabama. We'll have all highlights from our area team games coming up tonight at 10 on WCBI Sports. Christmas comes early for the Noxubee County Tigers. The football team surprised with a new pair of Beats headphones, courtesy of former Noxubee County Tiger Jeffrey Simmons. Simmons giving back to the hometown team, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, currently playing with the Tennessee Titans. Big game for Jeffrey and company, taking on the New Orleans Saints this weekend. But got to give a shout out to Jeffrey. That's an awesome way to give back to the hometown.
That makes me smile so big. I love that.
Yeah,
That's
the
awesome.
reaction's great, guys. Hey, go to a weekend with a new pair of headphones.
They'll be like jamming all weekend for sure. Yep.
A lot of fun. We'll be right back.
Here's our 7-day forecast. Some showers tomorrow afternoon, but more in the way of widespread rain on Sundays. So there you go. There's the weekend, but by next week, just in time for the holidays, more sun, mid to upper 60s. It's looking great this year for the holidays.
Good.
We can all kind of be thankful for that.
Nice and mild.
We've had tornado warnings before on Christmas Day. Not this year.
Yes, indeed.
That's true. We
I
have.
remember one year it snowed, which was a nice surprise, but that's not going to happen. So
Not going to happen. No.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Have a great night.